Hey guys, so today I'm filming a really exciting video, and today I am filming my writing year in review for 2016. So I realized that this is like really late, and this should have been up at the beginning of January and not the very end of January, but that's okay. That's okay. It's alright. So I'm going to be talking about all the things that I accomplished writing-wise in the year 2016. And let me tell you, I accomplished a lot and I am so proud of myself. 2016 was literally the best writing year of my life, and it made me so happy. And if you guys did not know, like if you're new to my channel, my whole year of writing in 2016 was documented with writing vlogs every single month and writing updates quite frequently. I always uploaded a writing update. So yeah, my writing year was documented from February all the way up until December, and I'm doing it again this year because I really enjoyed it, and it's exciting stuff. So I recommend that you guys go onto my channel and check out all those videos so you can be up to date on what I've done. But this is just going to be a recap of everything that I accomplished this year because it's a good time. So I feel like the main reason that I had huge success with my writing this year was because of the writing vlogs that I was just talking about. So I was inspired to do them by Ginger Reads Lainey because she started doing them, and I would have had a writing vlog up for January if she had like announced that she was doing writing vlogs, but she didn't. She just kind of did it, and then I only found out at the end of January when she uploaded her video. So it's just from February until December. But that was a huge part of my writing success because it just motivated me. I would like think about writing and I'm like, oh, I could write but I don't want to, but then I was like, wait, no, I gotta put something in my vlog for this month. I can't just have nothing for my writing vlog. So I would write. So I would write and I would do something. That way I could vlog about it because I love my writing vlogs. Oh my god, I left my hot chocolate on the other side of my room. Oh no. I knew I was missing something. Okay, got my hot chocolate. I'm actually ready now. I love filming those videos and I love editing them and I love rewatching them. And it's just so much fun, and I'm really excited. I feel like they're gonna kind of suck for the first half of this year just because I'm really busy with school and writing has not been a top priority for me so far, but summer will be a good part of my writing vlogs. Anyways, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel so you guys can keep up to date with my writing from this year. I do, like I said, my monthly writing vlogs every single month. I'm just going to be talking about some milestone things that I accomplished this year. I went through all my writing vlogs and I rewatched them all. Fun time. It was a fun time. Nothing really happened for the first few months, but in April, Camp NaNoWriMo happened. And this is when things got real. So like from February until March, for February and March, I was just preparing for Camp NaNoWriMo, and originally I was going to work on a fantasy novel, but then I dropped that idea and I decided to continue working on my contemporary novel, which at that time did not have a title, and I just decided to work on that instead because I've been working on it for like months and months, like almost a year at that point, and I was like, you know what, I gotta finish it. And I'm really glad that I decided to work on it in Camp NaNoWriMo. So I set myself 30,000 words because obviously I was in school and I had math and I had social studies, and so I didn't think, like, I was like, maybe I can get writing done, maybe I can. I'm just not going to set myself a really high goal. So basically I just set myself just over what I had accomplished the NaNoWriMo previously. In NaNoWriMo 2015, I only got like just over 20,000 words, maybe 23,000 words. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to aim for a little bit higher than that. I'm going to go for 30,000 words. Yeah. So I ended up with 55,155 words. I kicked Camp NaNoWriMo's ass. Oh my god, let me show you my certificate. I printed it out. Well, it says Camp NaNoWriMo is proud to certify Brittany, author of Lost Girl, as a winner! So yeah, it was really exciting. So another accomplishment that went along with Camp NaNoWriMo is I wrote every single day. From the 1st of April to the end of April, I wrote every single day. Oh yeah, I did. And it was awesome. So I was really proud of myself for that, and I was ahead the whole month. Like, not once was I behind, not once was I just on par. I was ahead the whole month. And also, I managed to write over 5,000 words one day. Like, I just woke up, I sat down, and I wrote throughout the whole day, and I reached 5,000. Like, I went over 5,000. I can't quite remember what I got to, but you guys can go watch my April Camp NaNoWriMo writing vlog to check that out. Yeah, that's kind of it for April. In May, I got the idea for Rewind. Now, Rewind, if you guys have not been on my channel, is a novel that it's kind of like time traveling. It's kind of like a magical realism, I suppose. It's where my main character, Jo, travels back in time into the 1950s and gets kind of a reality check on her life. And it was a fantastic idea, and it was born in May. I was so happy about it. This is the notebook where it all began, where I started planning it out. It says keep calm and eat a cupcake, and I used this notebook just because the colors reminded me of the 50s. Also in May, I came up with the title Lost Girl for my contemporary novels. I couldn't think of a title, and the main reason why I had to think of a title was for the NaNoWriMo certificate, because it says author of, and then you have to put your title. I didn't have a title. I didn't want to put untitled novel. I wanted to have a title, so came up with Lost Girl. It was just supposed to be a placeholder title just to kind of put on the certificate, but then I ended up falling in love with it, and now that's the title. I don't know if I actually found a way to like weave that into the story. I can't remember, but if it's not in there, I definitely got to put it in there in the second draft that I'm currently working on going towards. And in June, me and Peyton decided to write a novel together. If you guys don't know who Peyton is, she's Peyton Reads on YouTube. Go check her out. She's my bae. I love her so much. But she's great. But we decided to start writing a book together. I don't even know how this idea came up. I think she just messaged me one day and asked if I wanted to write a book with her, and I said duh, of course, because she's an amazing writer. And so we started writing a novel together. So we started outlining a novel together, and all of that is taking place in here, and we've been actually working on this a lot lately, which you guys can also learn about in my last writing update. I keep just self-plugging my own videos. Anyways, so go check that writing update out, and I also talk about this a lot in my January writing vlog. So yeah, that's all that really happened in June that's worth talking about. In July, I participated in July Camp NaNoWriMo, and I won. My goal was 10,000 words, but I didn't print out a certificate because I didn't count it as a win. Because yes, I reached my word count, but I didn't use any of those 10,000 words. Yeah, it was a total waste because, like I said, I didn't use a single word that I wrote that month towards, because it was for Lost Girl. I was working on Lost Girl that month, trying to finish it, and basically I had created this character, and I was doing this whole section with this character, and then I realized I hated that character. I didn't want him to be in it, and then I realized, hey, you know what? I'm not going to use any of this, because also it made my novel take place over a span of a year, and I didn't want that to happen. Anyways, so yeah, I didn't use any of that, so I didn't consider that a win, so I didn't print out a certificate, but theoretically I did win July Camp NaNoWriMo. Okay, then in August, I changed the beginning of Lost Girl. So again, if you guys have not been following my journey, I had written the beginning of Lost Girl in July of 2015. I started writing Lost Girl, and I wrote the beginning with somebody else as the love interest. His name was Gabe. Gabe was the love interest, and I changed it to Spencer in November. In Camp NaNoWriMo of 2016, I changed it to Spencer, and so I had this whole like 90 pages with Gabe as the love interest, and it just didn't make any sense, and so at some point I had to rewrite it, and in August I rewrote that. So I basically just like edited through it, got rid of Gabe's name, and then I completely rewrote the beginning. So that was exciting. So yeah, it was like 90 something pages, and that made me really happy to finally go through and just get rid of him, because like I like Gabe as a character, just not as a love interest, and so like I didn't want him to be there. So I rewrote the beginning, and that made me really happy, and it's gonna need a lot of work. That's what I'm currently editing, and I'm realizing it needs a lot of work. I mainly just copied and pasted a bunch of crap and like wrote some new stuff. Anyways, in September, I came up with a title for Rewind. This happened because I got really into making my own book covers, and I was trying to make covers for Rewind, and I found like the perfect pictures for it. And then I was like, hey, I need a title, and just on the spot I came up with Rewind, and it was supposed to be just, again, a placeholder title just for the sole purpose of me making the covers. And then I decided I actually really liked it and actually really did fit, so I kept it. It's pretty generic, it's pretty like cliche, I suppose, but I kept it anyways, and I really like it. It's subject to change in the future, but I don't think it's going to. I love the title Rewind. Ooh, I returned to my old project called Hanging On by a Thread. When I was 12 years old, I started writing a non-fiction novel about bullying called Hanging On by a Thread. So, this is the binder where it all took place. I just designed this cover in September. This is like my rough draft. So I was giving it to my friend for her birthday, and this was like my rough like planning cover. So she got the nice version and I got the ugly one with like pencil marks all over it. Anyways, so I decided to return to this because my friend's birthday was coming up and I wanted to give it to her for her birthday. And I also wanted to give it to my other friends so that they could read. Plus, I spent so much time on this novel that I wanted to use it. So I didn't use all of it. There's probably like over 100 pages in here full of like research and like stories about bully sides. But I condensed it a lot for my friend's birthday because I didn't want to print out 100 pages, so it was just like 20 or so. But yeah, return to that. I started plotting Rewind. And this thing, I started plotting it because I wanted to write it in November for NaNoWriMo. And yeah, so this was exciting because throughout like May to like September I hadn't really, like, I'd thought about it but I hadn't really like worked on it that much. And September is when I settled down and started really working on this novel, which was really exciting. Also in September, kind of downer, is I reached a really low point with Lost Girl. I was really starting to hate it. I was feeling really discouraged. I was juggling with the idea of whether or not I should finish it. I ended up getting over that, and it was just a really low point. I had a writing update where I got really upset about it, and I didn't want to work on it. But it's okay. I got over it. In October, I started getting really stressed out about Rewind, but I obviously still had to plot it because I was working on it for November. But I finished Lost Girl, guys! I have been working on that novel from literally the beginning of 2015. I physically started writing it on July 20th, 2015, and I finished it at the very end of October, like literally right before November started. I finished it. And it was a wild ride writing that book, and I was gonna make a video talking about my experience writing my very first novel, but I never got around to it, and I feel like it's kind of too late to do that now. But if you guys still want me to do a video talking about my whole journey and experiences with writing my very first novel, then let me know down below if you want me to do that. Oh boy. So yeah, I finished the first draft of Lost Girl, and that was just really exciting because I was just so done with it. Like, I was just, I didn't want to be writing it anymore, and I was just like, ugh. So I finished it. So I finished it specifically in October because I wanted it to be done for when I started Rewind. I didn't want to be working on two novels at the same time, so I finished it in October so that I could work on Rewind, because I was like, you know what, if it's not done in October, you're not writing Rewind. You're gonna finish Lost Girl. So I really wanted to finish it because I really wanted to work on Rewind. I also finished Hanging On by a Thread for my friend because her birthday was at the very beginning, or her birthday party was at the very beginning of November, so I finished this at the end of October. I think I finished it on October 31st. I finished that on Halloween. And then in November, I participated in NaNoWriMo and again kicked its ass. Well, not really, but I won. I got my writing certificate here. I literally just printed this out. I don't like the certificate as much. Like, it looks cool, but what bothers me was it says author of, and then it was like, I was like, where do I write it? So, didn't really like that, but I wrote it down, and my dad got a coffee stain on the bottom. And I know it's him because he made coffee and I don't drink coffee, and now there's a coffee stain at the bottom, which kind of bothers me, but whatever. So yeah, I won NaNoWriMo, and that was my very first official NaNoWriMo that I won. I don't remember how many words I wrote. I know I wrote over 50,000. You guys can go check out my November writing blog to check that out. But I didn't write, so I basically wrote every single day, except for the last couple of days because I got really sick, but I'd already reached 50,000 words. I figured it was okay. But yeah, again, I was ahead all month long, and that was really exciting. Also in November or December, I can't remember quite which one, I think it was December, I sent Lost Girl to 4 of my friends, 2 friends that I know in real life that go to my school, and then Peyton and A Reader's World. So I did that. That was nerve-wracking as hell to send it to them because I was not proud of Lost Girl. I hated Lost Girl. I was really just not feeling that novel. But I sent it to my friends because I wanted their feedback so that I could work on it and make it better in the second draft. Also in December, A Reader's World finished reading Lost Girl. I think she finished it on Christmas. She finished reading Lost Girl and she gave me some really helpful feedback. It was things that I already kind of knew, but it was really good to get some reassurance from her. And so that was just really good. So she gave me her feedback. So far at the moment that I'm filming this, she's the only one that has finished it, but my friends say they'll finish it soon, so I'm like, come on guys, I want your feedback. But she overall really enjoyed it, which makes me really happy, and getting her feedback just made me kind of like my novel again, and that's what kind of pushed me to start editing it. Also in December, I finished the first draft of Rewind. Oh yeah, I did. So I'm not going to touch it for a while just because, again, not feeling too great about it. I really don't like the way I executed it. But I'm just going to put it out of my head probably for the whole year while I work on Lost Girl and other projects. So yeah. Also, I thought kind of just at the end of this video I would talk about my 2017 writing goals just because I didn't feel like making a separate video about it because honestly I just don't got the time. But quickly, just my goals are read through Lost Girl and make a new outline. I also want to start writing it. I want to write the second draft of Lost Girl, and I'm thinking that actual writing the second draft will happen over the summertime. I also want to outline the Shifter novel with Peyton and finish outlining it, and we also want to write the first draft of this over the summertime. I also want to write another first draft during NaNoWriMo, and I think it's going to be of my fantasy novel, if I can manage to plot that out throughout the year. I don't know if that's going to happen though. I feel like me writing Shifter will definitely help me out with that. I'm kind of knowing how to plot a fantasy novel because Shifter will be my first fantasy novel. Because I like the contemporary. It's a lot easier. But yeah, I kind of want to write every day during a non-NaNoWriMo month. Because during NaNoWriMo, I'm really good at writing every single day, and I make it a habit throughout the whole month, and I make myself feel guilty if I don't. And so I make myself write every single day. So I feel like maybe in July or August I will write every single day or work on something every single day, just so I can feel proud of myself. I don't know. Also, I try to carry around a notebook with me around 24/7 to write observations down. I have a notebook that I could do this for, but I don't carry it around with me everywhere. I want to because there are some moments where I'm just walking and I like hear something that I want to write down. I don't even know, but I want to start keeping that notebook around with me because it's really hella cute, and maybe I'll talk about that more in my next writing update, whatever that will be. But yeah, that was my writing year in review and 2017 goals for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you accomplished in the year 2016 writing wise. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.